Alright, raised repair zone. We're going to change wheel seal and brakes on the semi-trailer. I already took the hub off. We'll show how to put that back on. Now the ring here, the sleeve, everybody has trouble taking it off because usually, well, it's siliconed on and it's press fit. So take a chisel and a hammer, just give it a couple little places here. Just hit it with the chisel. What it does, it stretches it, and it'll be a lot easier to come off. It stretches the ring. This is where the seal rides on. You don't want to go too hard and wreck the mating surface. So, you know, it just comes off easily. And then once we do this, we're going to clean that surface off with some sandpaper because there's going to be silicone on there. There you go. You can see the silicone, the blue silicone on there. We're going to clean this all off around here now. We need to clean it off so it doesn't leak when we reseal it. What I'm using here is a pencil grinder with a round flap disc, just to take all this crap off of here. It's a lot easier to do it with this and faster. Wipe this off, wipe the dust off it. It's clean enough. Wipe the dust off it and all the crap. We don't want to push that back on. And we'll take some silicone and we'll put it on this surface. That just prevents the oil from getting in between the, I don't know what you call it, dust ring and surface area where the seal rides. Then you have a leak again sometimes. I never had a leak because I always do this. And I'm using the Stemco product, Stemco wheel seal, and it comes with the seal and the sealing ring. I don't even know what the hell they call it, speedy sleeve, I don't know. Anyways, you put this on here. Now it's a tight fit. What I use is an old race from another bearing. I don't even know what, as long as it fits right in there. As long as it fits in there, it'll work. You can use a pipe or whatever. Just tap it on, make sure it goes on straight. You can tell if it's going on straight, if this is even all the way around. See, now We want to make it so that lip is even with this shoulder here. All the way around should be, you want it even with that shoulder, not sticking out or nothing. See, it's almost right where it's supposed to be. I just feel it with my thumb here so it's there's not a ridge on it. Alright, so that's on. Wiped a little bit of silicone off that might have shot out. Looks like we got it. Okay, now we'll take the seal out. Okay, I used two different bars here. I'll just use this one. I'll pry this up a bit. Maybe it'll just pop right out, this one. Don't need two bars. Yeah, still need it. So now this one here, it's got a little bit of a hook on it. I'll just pull it right out now. There's a seal. We got that out, that's garbage. And there's the bearing. Now we're going to wash this bearing in Varsol. A lot of people don't, they just pull that out, put a little silicone on there and plop the bearing in, but I'm a little bit more picky than that. Okay, now we're going to tip this to the side. Just so a lot of the crap doesn't fall in. I'm going to inspect this race, see if we need to put new bearings in a race. Usually if the race is pitted, not looking good, it's time to change. Look for pits or score marks or whatever, and we're going to clean this bore in here too, all the way around here, because we'd like to put new silicone in there and drive in a new seal. That ding there was when somebody put that race in. Alright, I got the bearing here. It's all washed up. Remember when people pack bearings with grease, they usually put a big gob of grease in their palm and then you just kind of work it in like that. Well, I have this other method. It's basically a power saw. It's just for the tip greaser and it works great. All I do is I have EP102, it's a Esso product. It's synthetic grease. I just put it in each one of these holes here between the bearings, and you can see it'll come out the other side, just like if you're doing it by hand. 7 pumps usually. go all the way around like that. It's a lot cleaner, you don't waste as much grease. And it's refillable, so you can, once you're out, then you can just open it up and refill it again. But it's a lot cleaner for sure. And it gets right in where you want to pack it. A lot of people don't pack these bearings. They'll just dip them in clean gear oil, but I'm not going to bother. I just do this and it's perfectly fine. Because who has a big pail of grease to dip, or oil, gear oil to dip these in, then you're contaminating all that oil. It's an oil bath bearing. But I do this for extra precaution. A lot of people don't bother. But I don't like having dry bearings in there right off the start. So you can see it's gone all the way through. And this one here, what? And there we go. You got it all the way through, all the way around. Now what I'll do is I'll turn it a little bit and take some of this grease, put it on the bearing, outer bearing surface. And you could drop it in. Not drop, but put it in. You drop it in, then you're looking for trouble. Could wreck a bearing. Okay, now I'll put some silicone on the inner surface of where the seal goes. I like to put it on the inner surface here because when you're pounding the bearing or the seal in, you're not wiping off you're pushing the sealant will go in instead of come off if I put it on the seal, just the pressure, it'll just kind of roll off the silicone. So here it'll just, well, it's going to be in where it's supposed to be, if that makes sense. Okay, now here we have the seal. The seal goes in this way. Now, my little race that I use for the dust shield and inner sleeve, it works perfect here. It doesn't I'd rather use the fat end, thicker end on here, and then it's not hurting the seal as much. Now we're going to put that in too straight, and it goes all the way down till it's just got to tap it in a little bit at a time when you first start. It's a kind of a funny thing how they go. It's hard to get them started. Once you get them started, they're fine. This is the old way of doing things. They got seal installers now and all that, but I'll just do it the way that most people can do it, because all those seal installing tools are. Okay, now listen to the difference here. See, now it's hard now. I already got it seated all the way to the bottom, so that's finished there. And I'll take some of this grease and I'll just put it on the seal itself, just pre-lubricate it so it's not going to be running dry on that wear sleeve, dust cover, whatever. Okay, now we're just about ready to put this on. Okay, you make sure that this is clean. You can install your hub. Make sure you don't hit the threads on here, on the seal, because then you'll be in trouble. We're gonna let this hang here for a minute while I go and wash up the outer bearing, because we're gonna fill the inside with oil before we put the outer bearing on.